Hello, my convicts and convicts. Yes, it is I, the Convict, and yes, we're going to be playing Rogue Company. Yes, the new free game that's coming out, or soon to be free. At the moment, you do have to pay for it. I paid 11 or 12 pounds, which was for the basic founders pack. But it is eventually coming out for free, but it's in alpha stage at the moment. So that means obviously there's going to be a lot of tweaks and updates and a lot of fixes going on while we're playing, and lots of server maintenance, which has been happening at the moment in terms of this game. So far, I'll run you through the tutorial, and then we'll actually do a in-game of one of my live gameplays and show you what it's like. So people have been saying it's kind of a little bit like Valorant is the best way to put it. Very cartoony kind of style, and it does kind of resemble it a little bit. I would probably say it's more like possibly Uncharted kind of idea, but you do buy your weapons at the beginning of the game, or you buy your different perks. You get an ability that you can use as well, which you can see at the bottom screen, which is the L1 and R1 option. For this particular lady, she throws out a knife that explodes. It's kind of like a trip mine. As soon as you go near it, it explodes. So here we go. So your wingsuit in. I really love the art style of this particular game, and obviously this is going to be pre-recorded, as I did do this while Rio was here. So I'm just figuring out what the buttons are. Okay. So as you can see, you press R1 and you can swap sides, so you can either look from your right, look from your left, which is really cool. And as you can see, you can just jump and climb and roll, all the cool stuff.
Now it's time to learn about punching and stabbing. Quick melee attacks can be used with any weapon. Punch the dummy.
Okay. So I didn't know how to do it, but it's right on your D-pad. That's a really weird mechanic. So to punch people, you've got a right D-pad, and then
use your primary attack on the training dummies.
And then hold to obviously pick up weapons and stuff as well.
Excellent.
There you go. As you can see, the melee is pretty sweet. This one arcs shows like an arc on it. I don't know why I didn't hit for the first time I ever do this. But you've got to hold square, then you hold the button in to throw it, and then you can throw it once you've arced it. It doesn't go straight. It kind of goes in an arc like you're throwing a bomb sort of thing. And as you can see here, we can use the appliance as well. Hold square.
You know, I'm not sure it's the best way to get around.
Well, you might get... Look, you made it just fine, and nobody even shot at you.
I hope no one is gonna shoot at me and... What was that?
I was just... Revive me.
Okay. So this is how you revive.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I feel like a brand new man.
What did you do?
Forget about it. Go to the firing range.
Okay.
Okay, time to have some fun.
So here's some of the weapons you can use.
Impressive.
Again, hold square to pick them up.
Targets.
And then obviously shoot these targets. Now, I wanted to practice shooting these targets. You know, just to pick up the sensitivity of first time playing. So I've not really had any chance to sort of properly configure. So you will see me going to settings and swapping over like sensitivities and trying to figure out what I prefer. I think I did do a couple of changes at the beginning before I started the game, but
you can swap shoulders to prepare. Okay.
so as you can see, R1 to swap shoulders there, and then down on the D-pad to ping, and then it's left to melee, which is really bizarre that I've made melee that and not circle. I need to remember to change that actually. So as you can see, I went into settings here. And now the top ones here, yes, is mouse and keyboard. So do be aware, you may get players that will use mouse and keyboard At first I didn't know that this was mouse. I was actually configuring it thinking it was part of it. I do eventually obviously realise that underneath it's the controller and that is mouse. So just be aware that the first few settings is mouse, and then you go down to DualShock wireless controller, and that is for controllers. Just because the interact is press to reload, hold to interact. And I reduced all the hold and double press times because I wanted it to be really responsive. And then there's motion sensor. I'm not sure what that one is. It's kind of weird. One thing I didn't realize at the beginning is that if you go to display, it's actually got motion blur. So definitely take off motion blur. And I was like, yeah, shut up, my dude. I want to change my settings. I want to get my settings in a spot that I want it to be in, not listen to you gab on saying, oh, if you do this, you can move to your next location. It's like, shut up. As you can see, I just wanted to practice. I was like, right, just shut up now. So please, high res, give us the option to come here without the annoying dude, or give us some sort of training ground where we can go and practice and get the sensitivities right. Because that's so annoying listening. Move to the next area, move to the next area. Can you do this? Can you do that? It's like, shut up. I just want to configure my game. So I thought I'd show you this because this is kind of showing you where I wanted to be. Now what I'm trying to do is actually get it where both aiming and hip firing is really accurate. If I'm missing shots and I'm not aiming down sight, then obviously the sensitivity is not quite where I want it to be. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get it to the best bit that works for me. Unfortunately, the annoying man will not shut up. And eventually I do give up and go, okay, well, I'm just going to move, because otherwise it's going to make for a very annoying video. Listening to him move to the next area, move to the next area, move to the next area. Can I do this? Can I do that? It's like, shh. So yeah, high res, please give us a training ground without the annoying guy. I just want to be able to practice like this and get the aiming perfect.
Move to the next area when you're ready.
So I'm looking at that. That's me looking, going, hang on, no, that's ADS. I want to control my left and right, up and down. And obviously you can see there's an acceleration boost multiplier as well. And that's for scope. I do eventually figure out that scope and it's like, hang on. No, that's for scoped weapons.
Move to the next area when you're ready.
So as you can see, I felt like it was getting better. It's like, okay, well, hipfire is getting better. Now, this is scoped. I don't know I was changing this. I think I just didn't realize that where it was. But it's actually together with the ADS. Horizontal and that, so do be aware it's the top ones you want to be changing. This is for scoped weapons that I'm changing at the moment, which is not going to help me here.
Move to the next area when you're ready.
But yeah, after a few times I was like, okay, for God's sake, just shut up. So you can see it is slow turning around, but I do start to mess with the boost and acceleration multipliers. Obviously to make it a little bit better, and you'll notice that.
Alright, listen up, newbie. You won't have a good time if you get shot whenever you go on a mission.
So here I didn't know what the crouch button was, but it's R3 to crouch. But I use accessibility, so it's actually, I think it's circle to crouch, but I do change this button eventually. I've got my crouch as L3, because you do have the option of having on automatic sprint, so you auto sprint when you move forward rather than walk. And if you just apply a little bit of pressure to your sticks, you do actually walk. So I've actually done that. I've actually set it up so L3 makes me crouch,
I should
R3
be able
makes
to
me
bank my
roll.
grenade.
I love it! There are all sorts of grenades. And
I just
they
need to
all
make sure I
work
change
best in
my
different
melee to circle.
situations. All right. Let's
Or
head
another
on to
button on the
next
back of my
station for your
controller.
final test. Almost done. Every rogue is equipped with a unique piece of equipment.
So this is
How
the
about something
unique
with
piece
me?
of equipment.
Give me a target.
And you can throw
Let's
this.
see.
So you hold that in, you can throw it, and then it sticks. So when the target goes round, as you can see,
That was a
it then
big
explodes.
boom. Okay, I guess you can pass. Head down to the chopper.
Okay, okay. And there you go. That's the tutorial. That's how it works. I just really wish this guy would shut up
What happened to
and
that
allow me
weapon
to
you had?
configure my settings better.
Disappointment. I don't remember saying anything about that.
Now, if you do have a, such as like your
First
weapon,
round is on
people can
you.
have katanas like this lady has,
Ah,
or you have baseball bats and
fine.
stuff. If you actually hold triangle in, when you go to your secondary, you'll see the option to hold triangle. You can actually go to full melee and just use R2 to whack people. So here's some of the people. This is Anvil. Anvil here, as you can see, you can deploy a barricade that blocks enemy damage and movement. We've got Stimpack here, overheat yourself for a duration and revive yourself while downed. We've got Dallas, who can use a target finder, which can reveal people. He uses a grenade launcher. As you can see here, you do have like a passive as well. Enemies you down are revived. Hack, you can activate a device that can detect enemy signals. Quick and quiet, you can gain movement and speed, quiet to movement and immunity to reveals. Equip a smoke grenade that reveals enemies in the area. Now if you want to see the other one, please do feel free to pause it. Equip an explosive. Send a medical drone to get down teammates. She can charge up like a heat. You've got radar here, attaches to surfaces and detects nearby enemies. Barbed wire, that is a grenade. That slows you and stops you from rolling. And so on and so forth. There you go. So I'm going to drop you actually into a full gameplay. I decided to do that instead of going and showing you the training mode, because there was actually a training tutorial where you can actually do a proper full game. But this is one of my first games of playing on here, so hopefully enjoy it. I do more obviously changes to settings and everything, but I thought I'd show you my very first gameplay and show you what I get up to in this game. So here we go. So it's good to see here, I'm looking around at different stuff here. I've changed the acceleration up as well, if you've noticed. I've got 10% now for acceleration boost and 1.15 for acceleration. But look how cool this intro is, even though you probably won't get to see it. You basically see each person and it tells you the person's name and who they're playing as, and then they kind of like zoom away and you see them walking to the right and you see Rogue Company behind them. Hopefully you'll get to see it, but it's really cool sort of introduction. So here is where you buy stuff at the buying shop. You press up and you can buy stuff.
Go here.
Now, I don't think I did at the beginning, but hey ho. So this is Dallas. Dallas is the guy who can ping people at the beginning of a game by pressing L1 and R1. He clicks his fingers and it reveals people. As you can see, I know there's someone here at B. He's very, very good at the beginning, just to find out where people have gone to.
Go here.
Move here.
And here's my first victim.
Enemy spotted. I can't do that.
Right, okay, so R1 to swap shoulders, don't forget. Which are, obviously these are the beginning games. I'm showing you the first beginning games, so I am a little bit obviously getting used to the game. And as you see, I get downed. Now the sensitivity I've got on here was far too slow for ADS, so I was struggling. But this is what I mean by if I'd had more time in the training, I would have probably been able to fix it, but because there's a lot of farting about
Didn't expect
and
that,
him
did
screaming in my ear all the time, very annoying. But it is what it is.
Go here. All targets eliminated. Great work. Move here.
So luckily my team managed to clutch up and win.
Move here.
So this is a great upgrade station. So as you can see, some of the upgrades here. So you can remove the penalty for aiming. This silences your footsteps. Or you can reload while sprinting. Now I've played a handful of games, so I know what I'm doing now. For Dallas, I definitely do not like his starting weapon. I don't like the Magnum gun. It's a bit slow. But as you can see, I'm just pinging straight away as soon as I land. Reveal the enemies, get a feel for where they are. Obviously not knowing where things are and stuff like that. I have to get used to it all. And unfortunately get hit again at the beginning here. But luckily we've got a teammate who has got a healing drone, as you can see. That's really cool how quick and easy that is to do that. I'll grab my teammate here. Now, enemies can jump over. Luckily he didn't see me straight off the bat. So I was like, oh okay, I didn't know you could actually climb. So I'll stole his AR, because I didn't have one. I was like, okay, I need an AR. I don't like the beginning gun. I really don't. Even now, I'm still like, I hate that gun. I just want to get rid of it quickly.
I can't do that.
Like, okay, well they're all here. Need to heal up. And again, as you can see, I'm still trying to find the right sensitivity. My aiming sense is far too slow. This is what happens when obviously you're trying to jump into games without actually having a place to go and practice. Now there is obviously a practice tutorial where you're human plays versus bots, but I don't like that. I just want to go in and shoot stuff. Like in Valorant, if you've ever seen a training ground, it's got a really cool idea. You stand still, you press, well you can move around, but you press a button and these images appear up and you have to snap them quickly and you have to do it within a certain time limit. And I really like the idea of having like a training ground where you can go and do stuff. So I'm hoping that we'll add in something like that, or remove that annoying person at the beginning, so you don't have to listen to him saying move to the next stage, move to the next stage, move to the next stage, do this, do that, do this, do that, because that's just so annoying. I wanted to show you this. I am actually a lot better than this. It's just unfortunately my aiming just isn't where I need it to be in terms of aiming at the moment.
Thanks, man.
I've just not configured it right. Now people, when they're downed, they do need reviving pretty quick. I think they need to up the time when a person's down to when you can pick them up. So as you can see, they just rushed us. There's absolutely nothing could do with that, especially when I'm on starting pistol. So like, right, I need to definitely have an AR. So you've got a DMR, and then you get the assault rifle as well. At the moment I've got the silence when walking, and being able to aim without the penalty. Now each individual character has different things that they have, so not all people will have the same sort of aim without the penalty and stuff like that. Everyone's a little bit different, so you have to kind of figure out who or what kind of playstyle you want to play for that game to who you want to be. So as you can see, the up and down is a little bit wonky, or it might be just the horizontal and vertical without aiming. But someone kept making my aim go up, fly up. So I did adjust it now. I think it still needs some tweaking, but it is a lot better positioned now where it was before in this. So just trying to burn him. Right, come on, push me. Like now, swap shoulders. Walk around. Get a couple of hits on that dude. Still, obviously, gonna have to dial in the sense a little bit, which I do. Nice little headshot there for 36. And there we go. Eventually, managed to get him down. That's really cool because the medic is nowhere near where he is, but he's able to
Great work.
actually heal people without being right next to them, which is kind of weird. So we go back to the buy once again.
That'll do.
Upgrade my gun. Now, every time you upgrade a gun, or certain attachments, or certain items, I should say, they do have different abilities as well. Like extended range. They also have the ability to hip fire better, is one of them. Especially for this one. But again, each weapon and each item has different traits or different improvements, so they're not always the same. Okay, let me just figure out what's going on here. Let me crouch. Now if you don't aim and crouch walk, then you do actually hide behind stuff. A bit like in Gears, I would say like Gears of War. This is what it does remind me quite a lot like, as such as Gears of War. So I know there's another guy coming, so I'd hide out, get back. We've got 2 people in our team left. They've got 4. Okay, come on then. Let's get this done.
Enemies have armed the bomb. Disarm it.
As you can see, you do this and you just have to stand up and then you can crouch instantly behind stuff. To do that, all you do is you just crouch behind the box and just press L2 and you instantly just start to aim.
Wiped out.
Unfortunately, just not enough team members to push them back and help us out there. So please do remember, this is the first ever time I'm playing this game. So now I can reload while sprinting. I've got my quiet movement if I'm walking, not running. And as you can see, I'm trying to figure out the aim, left and right. I'm thinking maybe my aim's not right, but again, I don't want to, you know, just drop in and leave my teammates hanging. But I really wish that they had a better way of testing out sensitivities, because it is annoying that you have to mess about. So once again, just ping them, find out where they're going to go, get ready for them when they come through. So I'm like, right, people are here. Again, just crouch walk. I can hear him coming. Surprise! I'm like, right, you're not getting revived this time, buddy. You're going. Throw the lethal down. Right, come on. You know you want to play. I just need to swap shoulders. There we go. I was trying to kill him just so he doesn't get res, but it didn't quite work. So I was like, let me see if we can get this guy quick before he gets revived.
No enemies remaining.
And there we go.
Well done. Halftime. Our turn to attack.
Yep, so on one side you defend, on the other side you attack. So you can pick who you want to be this time. Now for some weird reason, there's 2 characters that I should have unlocked because I had the Founders Pack and they weren't unlocked, which is Phantom, which is a lady who snipes, and there's also the other guy who's got like a face mask over his head, I don't know his name. And I should have had him as well. And then you get like a glowing fire for a camo for the weapons. For some weird reason, during this I didn't have it. I have actually got them now. Due to the maintenance that they've been doing on the servers and updates they've been doing to the game.
That'll do.
So this time I've got the bomb. So to use the bomb, you've got to double tap, triangle. and then you can hold R2 to deploy the bomb once you've got to obviously A or B.
Move here.
Obviously I didn't know that at this point. I'm just trying to figure out all the buttons and how I do stuff. So first of all, ping out the enemies, give my teammates an idea where people are at, so they don't just run blind. I didn't know if they could see where people are pinged, but you can actually see. So when Dallas pings people, you do actually get to see where enemies are.
Lethal out.
So as you can see here, you can arm the bomb. Now you can do it crouch.
Defend it.
So I wanted to try and get my teammate, but there's someone here as well. I just saw him throw the knife that explodes.
You're better than this.
So like, okay, we've got a bogey here somewhere.
Oh, you want?
Just trying to cover my teammates, and obviously notice Mr. Flanker here.
No enemies remaining.
And there we
Well
go.
done.
Give me a few shots for luck. So as you can see, I think my settings, obviously at this point, were getting a little bit better. Now one of the cool things about this is when you go into the game and you start, you actually get to keep your weapons as well. Also, this game mode is called Demolition. There's another game mode you can play, which is more forgiving. It's more like a practice sort of thing. You have basically tickets, and the enemy have so many lives, and you have so many lives, and you have to kill each other to reduce each other's tickets. So you have to stand within the zones to reduce each other's tickets, and you keep on coming back. With this one, you've got one life and one life only in Demolition. So once you're dead, obviously, which you've seen already. And I've been enjoying playing Demolition, to be honest, more. So don't expect the other games plays for me to suck so bad. I've actually got really good at the game, and I've got some really awesome gameplays that you're going to get to see. I just thought I'd show you this because this is my first time playing the game.
I got your back.
Thanks, man.
45 seconds left.
A little help, please. I'm down.
Seconds.
Someone's getting revived there, the enemy's getting revived. Or he was getting revived, don't know. I think they were both getting revived by a drone. Unfortunately, just couldn't clutch it. As you can see. So unlucky.
10 seconds to go.
So it's 1v1.
All targets
And
eliminated.
there you go.
Great work.
So I was like, no, I need to pick my weapon first.
That'll do.
And then obviously find out what perks I'm going to use. So that prevents, it looks like C4, but what it actually does, it prevents people from using their abilities. So as you can see, I'm coming back in again, just trying to figure out where I want. As you can see, my horizontal vertical is 16/40. I increase the acceleration a little bit. I keep doing it a little bit by bit to see if we can figure out where it needs to be. Because I don't want it to be overbearing that I can't hip fire. But I also want to obviously have that ability to be able to aim and everything as well. Because whenever I do it, I try to see if the game's got good hip firing for those circumstances where I just want to roll about and hip fire them, not really ADS. And I try to keep that so it's nice and tight as well as the ADS, so I can do both on the fly. Because most people obviously won't do that. They'll go more for how fast can I turn around rather than how accurate can I hip fire.
Move here.
So it's all about getting that even between the two for being able to ADS and hip fire at the same time.
Lethal out.
45 seconds left.
I'm down.
Like, okay, I'm coming, buddy. Wait for me. I'm coming. I did try to heal him, but for some reason it wouldn't do it at that point. I don't know why. There we go. Down again. And we're out. So like I said, please don't take this as how I play now, or that every game I'm going to die in. I actually do really, really well now. It's just unfortunate that obviously through the settings I have to get the settings right.
Right you are.
So upgrade that. So now that'll actually help me to have increased hip fire by having it on level 2 for this particular weapon. Like I said, each individual person has different abilities with weapons, so you may not always get the same.
Go here.
As you can see here, we've got 60, 3 over 3 at the moment for horizontal and vertical, and 15% and 1.3 is what we've now increased to. So what I may do, I may actually do 2 gameplays where you get to see me play then and how I play now, just to give you an idea of the difference between the two. We got that guy downed, so okay, he's down. And there's a guy at the back here.
No enemies remaining.
And there we go.
Well done. Match point. Let's get it.
Oh yeah. So as you can see, removes aim down sight delay, and then the reload, so I can reload while sprinting. And the first feather is one where you walk, you make quieter footsteps, so you're not as easily hearable. If you full on sprint, which I do put on to auto sprint.
Move here.
So like I said, because I use my left thumbstick to crouch when you press it in like a button, which is called L3.
Move here. Out.
And R3 makes me roll. The only button I do need to change around is melee. And I need an emote button as well. I don't have an emote button to emote, because you can emote in this game. But I actually have one selected, still haven't got one selected as of yet, so I do need to add that in. There we go, got that guy down. So okay, I'm coming.
I'm good. I've got the objective.
So, okay, you plant the bomb, buddy. I'll try and cover.
Arm the bomb. Defend it.
Now I can use my ability here, but obviously at these points I didn't know you could use it more than once. Or I didn't know how it works, but every time you down a player, I think you get the ability to use your abilities again, or it increases the charge rate of your ability to use it again.
I've been in line dances more dangerous than that.
And there we go. Well, there we go, that's the end of it. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe if new. Tap that notification bell to be notified of all my videos and truly can be one of my convicts for the boys or a convict for ladies. So as you can tell, I didn't do extremely great, but I'm learning. This was the very first game, and trust me, if you see the new games now, they're absolutely insane. So hopefully you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and bye for now.